welcome back to my channel where we're about that breaking cycles life. Hope you guys are good and ready for the day ahead. It's a beautiful morning today. I think I'll do like a scenic view at the end of the video, right? But for today's encouragement and for the next 9 videos, we are going to be tackling the 10 commandments from my perspective, right? And yes, we have the general view. Let's not disregard that. But this is how I view it, right? And it basically makes me understand it more. So I'm not sure if my understanding will impact to someone out there. So yeah, because it was like, Shanique, the 10 commandments. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so let's just do it, be obedient. Okay, so for today's encouragement, I'm just going to read it. It's Exodus 20, verses 1 to 17. And I will be rereading all of these for the next 9 videos, right? So yeah, we'll be tackling them one by one. So Exodus 20, verses 1 to 17, it says, "And God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image, any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them nor serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the 3rd and 4th generations of those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands to those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you. You shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor's." Okay? I'm pretty sure most people can say that from their head, from the top of their head, especially if you're Adventist. Just saying. Yeah, we're taught to recall this. Not only recall, but live it, right? So for today's encouragement, we're going to focus on verses 1 to 3, and it says, "And God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me." Okay, first of all, let me preempt this by saying, I believe some other people view it this way. You can say it's God's love letter, 10 points of love letter, right? But I like to call it my marriage vows with God. I think I've heard this already with people, right? And just 10 rules that you'd have in any relationship, in friendship, in spousal to spousal relationship, yeah, family relationships, etc. Okay, so you shall have no other gods before me. Guys, let's just go right into it. If you're in a spousal to spousal relationship, right, and I'm pretty sure this is a part of the marriage vows, right? They said, you shall forsake all others, all other women, all other men, when you're entering into marriage, right? And that is for us to stay committed to one person and one person only, and that is your wife and your husband, right? this is the same principle we should apply here. Actually, this principle comes from this this commandment, and that is to have no other gods before me. Guys, I know we all think, I know it's easy, it's very easy to think that we are putting God first in everything, but we have to be constantly doing introspection, because we can easily fall off of this. I'm pretty sure everyone has broken this commandment at some point in time, right? Having no other gods before us, because it's not about saying, okay, this person is my God or this person is not my God, right? It's about what we do. Does our life reflect that there is no other God before us? Does your life reflect that you are only committed to one person? In everything that you do, are you considering your husband God in this case? Are you considering God in this case, right? With every decision that you make, are you considering God? Because that is the life of not having any other God before you, because your other God could be yourself, right? Not necessarily, let's not make it so explicit to say, oh, your other God is the devil, because I know many people say this. But your other God could be yourself. And yes, these all of these other gods, they do stem from Satan. But to look at it from the practical perspective, are we exercising pride to the point where our decisions outweigh or are more important to us than the decisions God make for us, right? His words compared to my words, because, oh no, you know, God said that, but I think that this is a better way, right? I'm pretty sure I'm guilty of that, okay? And we have to check ourselves in that regard, guys, that we need to realize that these small things that we deem not necessarily a big thing, this is having other gods before us, because we are not submitted 100% to Him, to allow Him to direct our paths in every single way, and that we are so submitted to Him that anything He says we will do. Lord forgive me, you know? So sorry guys, I'm a bit on the downside, right? We should not have any other gods before us. Are you staying true to your husband, or are you staying true to your wife if you're a guy, right? With God, are you staying true to your commitment with God? Because that is a very key thing, and I'm pretty sure no one, if you're supposed to be in a marriage, you're not going to want your husband or your wife or to put anyone else above you, because you guys made a commitment to each other, right? And once we make that commitment to God, I know it said it itself in, which one is it? Verse 5. It says, God is a jealous God. And just as how a husband or a wife would be jealous over their spouse, right? God is also jealous over us as his children, as His bride, right? The church is His bride. So He wants us to put Him first. And it's not an easy thing, but He can help us to do that, right? And if we submit to Him, we'll realize that it is possible through Him to put Him first, right? So look at it from this perspective. If you're not going to disrespect your husband or your wife by going out and putting other people before him or her, do the very same with God. Don't put other people before Him. In every decision that you make sure God is at the center. And then I believe this is how we will be fulfilling this commandment, to not have other gods before Him. Okay? And just a small part of the general perspective, you see, He said it in verse 2. He said, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. He is the one that sacrificed for these people, for Israel. He's the one that sacrificed for us. He died on the cross. And that's exactly what a spouse does, right? They do all they can to put you first in the relationship, in the marriage, right? So after doing all of that, he's asking you, please, I am putting you first as the love of my heart, right? Israel. And we are spiritual Israel these days, right? I'm putting you first because I did all this for you. Please recognize and reciprocate that to me, okay? Reciprocate that to me by not having other gods before you. And if we submit to God, again, you see, submission is actually a very key part in salvation. If we submit to God, He will definitely work in us so that we can put Him first in everything that we do. And in doing so, we will be keeping this commandment of not having other gods before Him. Right? Yeah. So yeah, that's my perspective. I'm pretty sure maybe you've heard this somewhere already. I think I've also heard it, and this is the perspective that I love. And in reading it every time, this is what I get from it, and this is how I understand it. So yeah, I hope you guys got something from this, and we can apply it to our lives to be better Christians each and every day, especially in regards to allowing God to help us to keep His commandments. Okay, so have a great day, guys. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's encouragement, and I hope you guys are ready for the day ahead. Now do me a favor and press that like button and subscribe button if you are new, so that we can get more of this positive Christian content out into the world, okay? And I'll link my daily devotional playlist right here and my Let's Talk playlist if you want to tackle some social issues, okay? So have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.